Hi golfers, Nick here from Nick Taylor Golf. It's Friday, so welcome to another lesson on golf tips. This week on golf tips, we're going to talk about the movement of the spine and how every golfer tilts. So as you can see, I've got this sort of strip down my top here, sort of down the middle of my body, sort of represents the spine. We're going to look at how the spine moves in the golf swing. The reason I'm doing this video today, I got recommended by a friend of mine in Hawaii. Her name's Ayomi, and she said about how if you put a strip down the top, you can sort of see the tilt in the swing and how every golfer does tilt. And I've got Andy Plummer on the screen there, just with my friend Timo, talking about how the spine moves, and you can see how he's talking about how that's the golfer's sort of standing flexion, and how everybody or every golfer that plays the game to a good level does tilt. So we're going to sort of look at that today, how the body moves, and just using this as like a reference point. So when you set up, so I've talked about the setup a fair bit, we'll just go through that again. So taking the setup, first thing, feet turned down. That's really important. I still play golf, fit people and give lessons, and I'm constantly telling people every day to sort of turn their feet out and the knees slightly out as well. That just helps rotation, takes stress off the joints as well. So when I set up, first thing I'm going to do is, once I've turned my feet out, is just bump my hips slightly forward, like maybe an inch, not too much. That's just me putting my weight forward. I'm not doing that by leaning the upper body, I'm just using sort of my lower body weight. So I'm just moving like my belt like an inch forward. And when you look at this strip, you'll see how it's slightly angled away, maybe 5 degrees, something like that. So as I set up with the iron, so it's got a 7 iron here, that strip's just tilted sort of 5 degrees away. Now, when we look at the golf swing, where it gets a bit confusing is how some golfers can't understand how the body tilts and extends, or the spine tilts and extends. So we're going to try and give you some reference points for that. So when you look at the swing from face on, you'll see how I have a centered turn, and it looks like I'm staying in my spine angle, but I'm not actually staying in my spine angle. If I was to stay in my spine angle, I'd be doing this, and this would be my chest sort of staying the same level to the ground, if you like. So what I am doing is staying in my same inclination to the ground. So when you look from down the line, you can see how my head doesn't raise, doesn't lift up, doesn't move. So that's me staying in my sort of inclination. And when we look at how we measure the tilt, I'm going to do this from slightly different angles here. So if I take my setup, so when I take my setup, you can see this the strip down my top, just like maybe slightly tilted away from the target, maybe like 5 degrees. Now, as I swing back, I'm going to go to like the halfway position here. And to measure sort of the way the body tilts, you have to look at it at a right angle to your sternum. So if I take the swing back sort of halfway, if you like, so now my shoulders are kind of sort of 90 degrees, and my sternum 90 degrees, what you'll notice is how the strip on my shirt is no longer vertical. It's actually tilted this way. So that's my spine starting to tilt in the backswing. Now, if I go to the top of the swing, here, again, you can see with the strip on the shirt, how it's tilted to the left. And that's where we see the tilt. And if you look at the best golfers, every golfer tilts. I'm going to put some pictures up on this video so you can see how the tilting, every golfer does tilt in their swing, and that's so important to know that. And to get that movement right in the swing, it's the sort of the left shoulder moving down. So I'm going to hit a shot here. So I've got my grid set up with the T-claws. The draw's built in, so this ball should draw. The ball's behind the swing centre. If you've not seen the videos talking about the grid, maybe look some of those up, because it's quite good. It talks about how you can shape the ball and how the draw is built in. So it's a pretty good flight there, push draw. So looking at some numbers on the screen there, path moved 6 degrees out to the right, face angle was 3 degrees open to the target, but 3 degrees close to the path, push draw. So use that using the grid built in. So really important there, just to sort of understand how every golfer does tilt, and the movement you need to feel when you're swinging is the left shoulder moving down. And it's the same on the finish as well. So if I swing through to the finish, what you'll notice is again how the strip of my shirt is tilted again. So if I put this club vertical, see how it's tilted now to the right. So that's the tilt on the finish as well. So the spine is constantly tilting and extending as you turn throughout the course of your swing. You don't stay in the same spine angle. Like I said, if you stayed in the same spine angle, that would be the chest staying in the same flex like this. So every golfer does tilt, and and extend in the golf swing. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you've got any questions on that, post them in the comment box below. I'll try and get back to you. But in the meantime, guys, if you don't follow me already on my other social media platforms, you can look me up on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter.